Good evening. Can I please have your full name?
Daniel Frank Mignola.
Good evening, Mr. Mandiola. I'm Judge Padilla. I'm going to be conducting your initial appearance. You have charges in this case. The attorney to your left has been appointed to represent you. For purposes of this hearing has asked that I waive reading of those, so we're not going to discuss the nature of them. Just to remind you, sir, you do have a right to remain silent. So if you have any questions or concerns, please address them to the attorney appointed to represent you before saying anything out loud. Does the state have a recommendation as to conditions of release?
75,000 plus pretrial services, Your Honor. The defendant is facing almost 9 years on this charge alone. And I've spoken to the investigator, and there are likely more charges coming. This defendant has admitted to providing the demand for an industry that does nothing but cause misery, suffering, and oftentimes death to the most innocent persons in our world. There is evidence that has been obtained by the police that is alluded to in the IC that this defendant has taken affirmative steps towards contracting for that which we will not discuss. This person, short of being put in a Faraday cage at their own home, has absolutely nothing stopping him from continuing this insidious act of his. He is a flight risk. He is a risk to the community.
Thank you, sir. For the defense, any
Thank you.
recommendation?
Thank you, Your Honor. So looking at the statutory factors and the risk assessment category he's placed in by pretrial is level 1. Your Honor, Mr. Mendiola does not have criminal history of any kind, it appears, not even misdemeanors. It follows that he does not have any failures to appear. Your Honor, pretrial services was able to contact his caregiver, who has confirmed that the protected class of victims, there are no minors present in the residence. Moreover, he does seem to have some ties to the community. He's lived in Tucson for 7 months. And just given a complete lack of felony or misdemeanor criminal history, we are asking you to consider releasing him to pretrial services with any conditions in addition to that that'll ensure the safety of the community. Thank you.
Your Honor, the state would note that 7 months hardly constitutes strong ties to the community. He's been here less than a year, and here we are.
Thank you. I'm gonna hold the defendant on $50,000 cash secured bond in order that if bond is posted that he is released to pretrial services. If he is released, Mr. Mendiola, you are not to drive without a valid license, consume any alcohol, illegal drugs, commit any acts of domestic violence, or possess any weapons or firearms. You are also not to contact the alleged victim or victims in this case, or to go to their residence or place of work. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you in this case and setting it for a preliminary hearing on March the 17th at 1:30 in the afternoon here at the Justice Court. So, sir, if
Your Honor,
sorry,
the state would move for an order from the court prohibiting the defendant from having any use of any internet connected devices.
okay. As a condition of release, defense have a position on the state's request.
That is fine, Judge, but if he's unable to postpone, I think it follows that the exception is the jail's tablet. I don't know, it has limited access to the internet of some sort. I'm guessing that would be an exception.
Okay. I'll order as a condition of, well, as a condition of release that the defendant is not to possess any device with internet connectivity, and otherwise set this for hearing on the 17th at 1:30. So, sir, if you are able to post bond, please ensure that you're making contact with the public defender's office and that you're abiding by these conditions of release. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's it, sir. You're excused.
Just the bond amount was 20,000 cash or secured.
Sorry, $50,000 cash is secured, sir.
Okay. So,